Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the BEwell Hub series, talking about business topics and mental well-being for entrepreneurs, professionals, coaches, anyone who wants to improve their performance in life and in business. Today we have Richelle Brazas, okay, and she's going to be talking to us about how to leverage LinkedIn, your path to personal and business promotion. The BEwell series is my contribution to help people on their journey towards business or towards well-being. As an entrepreneur, after 25 years, I've understood it's not sufficient just to work on the business, but you also have to work on yourself. And so this is my contribution and my connection through this Hub series. And so we bring along experts like Richelle, and today we're going to be talking about LinkedIn. It's a platform that I use. It's the only one I use. I used to have, I think I have Facebook, but I don't really use it much. I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok and all sorts of other platforms. There are so many. But I do use LinkedIn, and I don't know if I'm using it correctly or not. I interact briefly with people's posts. I write sometimes. I share these events, and I share also my gratitude to people who come onto the events and that kind of thing. So I don't really know how well I'm using it. And so having someone like Richelle, who is an expert in this, and so let me just introduce her. She began her career in sales. She transitioned into an appointment setting role, and since then she's evolved into her current role as the founder of R&V Business Growth Solutions. Her expertise lies in lead generation, strategic marketing, and optimizing LinkedIn growth. So give us some light and I think everyone who's coming onto this webinar needs some sort of insights into this platform. And so let's have a conversation around this topic. Richelle.
So hello, good morning, everyone. And just like Gary told us, so I'll be tackling about what got some open here. So it's leveraging LinkedIn and your path to personal and business promotion. So I'll be sharing my screen uh, to s- um, to let you show as well what I am doing, and usually, and I'll be as well asking um, I just need your attention, at least an hour, like Gary, right, Gary?
Yeah.
So I'll try to do this every part, at least 15 minutes in each topic. And because I have here prepared 3 topics for you to help you as well on your LinkedIn profiles. So I'll be sharing my screen. One moment.
Yeah, some of the questions that I have,
Mhm.
Richelle, is like the headline and what do you put in? Because I've played around with my headlines so much because we do
Mhm.
so much, but we don't want to put so much. And do we put it on for ourselves or do we put it on for the customers or the clients who are looking for us?
Mhm.
My photograph was just taken with the phone. Is that good enough, or should it try and actually have a professional photograph? I don't know. These are the kind of questions that come across to me.
Yes, so it will be included on my topic. So a quick overview of that. So, we have to optimize our profile, including our professional photos, our as well as the banner, our headlines, and as well as the 4 major parts of LinkedIn. So all of the profile should be optimized, including the experience part. However, the 4 major parts that our clients usually, or the target markets that we are targeting, usually um, tends to look to these 4 parts. So I'll be sharing my screen right now to let you see through one moment. Do you see my screen? Okay. Is this this just the part one? So this one, this Canva thing. Do you see this one? Okay. Thank you. So so I just a quick question as well before I start. So who amongst you believes that content creation is the fastest way to grow your LinkedIn account?
Um,
So there are so usually there are so many ways. It's not just the content that can that we can promote ourselves, but there are different ways. So one of them is part of the LinkedIn profile optimization. But I just wanted to have as well um a heads up as well. If you are doing a LinkedIn, and this is not for you if you are just looking for an easy money, or if you wanted to your I think your thinking that this is an easy get rich scheme platform. So this is not. So we have to work on that on our profile. So especially if your profile is has a little connections on it. So we have to build our profile first. Build our entire profile, or entire, not just the profile, but whole the all everything on our platform on the LinkedIn, and then prioritize on if depending on the niche that you are targeting. So as well as if you are looking for um wait, and if you are looking for to receive a compensation without doing any task. So many I do encounter a lot of as well some people here in LinkedIn that they think that when they get a client, they just afterwards they close the deal, and then they are just waiting to be paid, and then they are not working properly, or they are not doing anything, they are just waiting to be paid. So I have encountered those. And also if you are prioritizing financial gain over providing assistance or support. So usually LinkedIn is more of a me type. So basically they don't want you to focus on what how many earnings that you wanted to have using LinkedIn, but they wanted you to share or share some inputs or your expertise on what you can do for LinkedIn to help those people on the platform. So those are things, and then usually they promote those people who are helping them. So that's why sometimes you will be seeing with them, their posts are much more likely to be engaged, more engagements, and impressions rise up. So those are the things that LinkedIn does for us in exchange for doing what they wanted you to do in your end. So I have three goals for today. So the first one is the four major parts of the LinkedIn profile needs to be optimized. Um, so like what I've said, so that will be the profile picture, the headline, the about section, and then the banner. So I'll be tackling that one. So as well as I'll be defining your target buyer persona. So who amongst you here as well have not identified their buyer persona? It's more likely connected as well on your headline. So we have to have this buyer persona for us to get those proper target markets that we wanted to have as a client. And next in is in our goals for today is content creation. So how will you do that in terms how there is some process, and I have here three types of posts that you can use, and also what should be in the content on each of the on the types that you are using, and as well as overall um for the LinkedIn process, usually all the things that we need to do, we have to use as well the proper keywords on this process. Anything that we are doing, like posting on our profile, even or if we are writing articles or newsletters, those are included on our process. So I have here so what we have here is the four major parts. Oh, so let me know first as well if I am talking too fast. Or is it okay? Is it clear as well? Just let me know if you have questions as well. Okay, so like what I've said, there are four major parts of LinkedIn profile that need to be optimized. So profile picture. So a great profile LinkedIn profile picture is that it should be a recent one, professional, clear, and features you alone. So it should be not too much background and should be like a headshot, like from here on your shoulder up to here. And make sure that you don't wear sunglasses on the profiles to hide your eyes. So make it sure that is professional in a professional look. So mostly some of my friends here doing some professional photo shoot to do that, to have those profile optimized. So next is our headline. So when you are crafting a concise LinkedIn headline, so there should be a value proposition, job title, credentials, and then the keywords like what I've said, and then the tailor language to the audience. So avoid boasting or mentioning unemployment. So what I mean is that, do you see this part that open to work? So for me, it's not advisable. First and foremost, it is a negative effect when it comes to for your personal growth, because especially I've been targeted before from by the headhunters. That's one thing that I don't want, because they are not my target market. So I don't want to include those. And part of it as well, if you are putting those open to work and then you are targeting to a client, sometimes the client would tend that he is open for work and he is badly in need, or she is badly in need of a job. So if he ever sets up this price, I would tend to ask for a lesser one. So for me, it's like a negative effect for me in my experience to do that. But I have been asking as well with regards to this, and this is what the same information that I have as well received from one of my from my colleagues. I can so for me, you have to remove those if you have in your profile an open to work icon, so you can remove. Okay, go on. Go
When
on,
you say
Kari.
value proposition, what do you mean, Richelle?
So usually, it's like what you can do. So I have here examples. I have here two samples of a headline. So one here is a LinkedIn strategist as well. So she wrote here, expand your presence globally, and then I optimize and manage LinkedIn profiles through leaders, entrepreneurs. So you have to have your what you can do, or what do you solve for your clients, and then who are your target markets that should be included, and your position, or who are you, or like for her in her end, she is a co-founder, so she put as well her title. So you have what you can do to help your clients, or what are the issues that you are solving. It should be included on the headline. And again, and then also, who are you helping with? And then your title. Or it depends. You can put your title the first, as long as these three informations are there. And like what I've said, you have to use the right keywords. So in searching for the right keywords, so you can before LinkedIn, when you type in a word or using hashtag, there is sometimes shows that numbers of followers. But right now it doesn't clearly shows anymore. So I tend to go out like Instagram, Google, or Facebook. It shows how many who use those information, those keywords. So make sure that it is um, related as well. The keywords that you will be using is related to your offer. So what we call here is your offer statement. This part is an offer statement. And also I have here another one. So she put here her position as a bookkeeper. And then she is helping Shopify, Magento, eBay, and Amazon sellers or e-commerce sellers avoid booking. And then she emphasized what she can do on the on her offer. She is targeting the people, the correct people, and then her what she can do, and then what is her title. So those are the things. And be sure as well to make it a bit of catchy one. So I don't want you to do uh, just uh, just to make sure that your profile it's something that you just wrote. Make sure it's a catchy as well, or it can get the attention of the people of the target market that you are looking for when they go to your profile. So remember that these people don't have they have only seconds, like a minimum of 3 seconds, a maximum of 5, to do some profile checks. And if they are interested on your headline, they will tend to go to your about section. So, and then I have here samples of a good profile picture. So like what I've said, this is the one part headshot or one here. So, but make sure that this, like this is the good one, the one that I've collected, because this mostly that I'm seeing. It because you have to have at least smiling and be professional on your profile. So the third one is the best one for me. So he limited his background and the headshot over here on your shoulders. So next thing is the your banner. So okay, one moment. So here, your banner is an image that appears at the top of your profile and can help you showcase your personal brand and attract attention and generate leads. So it's more like a billboard. You know what billboards do. So if you travel in a car and you see like a billboard, so there is a big model on that one, and then or there is a slogan, and then the contact information. Um, if you have emails or booking or and then booking calendars, and also if you have another platforms that you are using, you can put on those. Just make sure that your profile um, does not cover the information. So I'll be showing you my profile. Just one moment. Mm. So one moment. It's just covering up. Oh. So here, my sample here, I don't usually put a lot of information as long as my slogan is clear enough to deliver the message of what I can do. And then there is my what you call the my business name, and make sure that it won't cover your profile picture. The information that you have on your banner won't cover the profile picture. I won't cover the others. So if you are making, you can use Canva. There are a lot of templates in there. So make sure that this part is not there is no written information on that on the back of your picture, as well as when you are using and when you are creating a profile banner, make sure to look into your mobile as well. If it's mobile friendly, and if it's not, you can try to adjust. You can try to upload, delete, or something that you can do that. You can do on Canva. There's a free tool. There's a free templates that you can adjust everything. So no worries about that. You can just try doing trial and error. Just make sure that it is a friendly, mobile friendly as well. So that's one thing. So as well as we have here, the about section. This is very much important for me because here before optimizing profile LinkedIn, I'm not saying that it's not working anymore, but as time goes by, LinkedIn has been updating and then the informations that they have. So uh, more likely, I call it LinkedIn has tantrums. From time to time, they changes their policies or sometimes their algorithm. You just have to. Sometimes you will just be noticing those information when you are working on LinkedIn. So sometimes I would see that the connect button is not working. The sometimes their algorithm slows down the impressions. Like I think 2 weeks ago, we have experienced slow in impressions. So many of the LinkedIn members noticed that one. So there is a slow impressions. So and also their restrictions. So right now, what we need to do before they are focusing and what you can we are focusing on our profile on ourselves. So usually we put like on our introduction on our about section. Usually we put on like a CV. We put our information like what we can do, what our previous job was, and what we highlight those information on what we are. So right now, I just wanted you to include the struggles of your market. So those struggles, you have to do some research, like what I've said. So we'll be tackling on that the buyer persona. So you have to do some research or market research on what are the current struggles of your target market is experiencing right now. So you have to include those. So you just have to introduce yourself, address your target market struggles, and then highlight how you can help them, and then use a client-centric language. So it should be simple, not to word too much. For me here in my end, as a Filipina, it's very hard for us. Not everybody here can understand what we call a very because we use here an American English. So if ever there is a British one who would be doing some a very old English language, so usually we tend to do some research and do looking for um in the dictionary. So we have a different wording. So it should be very simple yet understandable by your target market. And then keep it concise and impactful. So it should resonate to your target market. And like what I've said, you have to use relevant keywords. So another one here is the keywords. And then another is you have to have your end call to action, or the CTA. Whether your email, your website, your another platforms or booking links, you can put in there. And as well as you have to update regularly. So this is what I've been doing. I've been advising if someone is asking from help on their profile, why is it not currently working already? Before it was, I just told them that you have to update regularly. Sometime because LinkedIn has been have been changing this their their updates, or their sometimes it though to due to a lot of users, so you have to remain on top. Like what I've said, it's like a these keywords is like more on an in page SEO for your personal use. So relevant keywords is more, it's important on doing LinkedIn, uh, on using your LinkedIn as your source of your clients, for your clients.
I got a
So
question, Richelle. I got a question for you. Can I have
good.
a question?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
about updating regularly. I was told not to do that in the past, because I used to update it quite often, like once a month or once every 6 weeks. But people said not to do that.
Mhm.
You lose your CEO, SEO, whatever. I don't know.
Mhm.
Is that...
Apparently, it's not that you have to every week you have to update those. I just need I haven't included here, but if you know your LinkedIn analytics, if you know how to read the data, so when you checked on your those search appearance, if they usually this shows on your profile when you go to the data analytics on LinkedIn. So when there is a search appearance on LinkedIn, it will show the numbers. If it slows down, and it you just have to observe. If it slows down, that's the time that you need to update your information. So I might try, sometimes I would try, hey, it's slow. I am thinking that, hey, this is slowing down. So I might change or do some updates. And then I would try to update the information on my profile. Or is it I would try to update the information that I am using when I am posting. So you have to test those parts. Is it I need to update um, my um, my headline, or is it catchy? Is it, or is it do I need to update my um, my articles? Do I need something that's one thing that, so that is why LinkedIn data analytics is very important, and you know that you know how to read the information. But one thing that's very much that you need to really focus on, if the search appearance goes down, that's the time. Means it signals you to update the information already. Means it's not working. There are a lot of people already is using the information, so you have to update it already.
Okay, I think Paul's got a question for you, Richelle. Paul?
Sure. Go on.
I'm just curious, does this apply to regular unpaid LinkedIn usage, or is it only
Yes.
applied to premium
Yes.
memberships?
Yes, it does apply to everyone. I am currently not I've been doing LinkedIn since 2020, but I started my business in 2021. So, the first struggle that I had, because I don't know how to do this, so I have to test and then ask some people who does know already, who have been with LinkedIn for so many years. So this is one part. Even though um if you are a um not a premium account holder, you can do that. There are people who've been doing LinkedIn who started their business without a paid account. As long as you follow their restrictions, the restrictions that they have, there's no problem on it.
Okay.
Is it worth becoming a premium LinkedIn
Yes,
member? It
yes,
is.
it is. It is. So usually what I do, my client, I ask them to have there are a lot of advantages, very different from the regular. First and foremost, Sales Navigator, or if you have a career account, usually the free account, LinkedIn only provide at least once a month. They will be providing you leads when you try to search in how many pages. Afterwards, if you try to click on those names, after 3 pages, it will no longer shows up. And then if you are a premium account, it's unlimited. And if you are only in a career, there's no sales navigator, so it's only unlimited, but it's almost the same as with the free account. It's just unlimited of searches. However, if you are using a sales navigator, it will eliminate those people who are connected already in your on your network. People who are not your target market, you can exclude those. You can set up as well, if ever you wanted that they will be their income should be like this. You could set up those information and save the information on Sales Navigator. It's very much different, but it's totally very helpful when doing, and then it can as well speed up the process doing lead generation.
So do you find your clients through LinkedIn or
Yes,
yeah, you
yes,
do.
usually. Yes, usually from LinkedIn, and then as well as local. I have, but I always, because I'm more focused on LinkedIn, so usually I do advise the same.
Okay. Is there are there different options of becoming a premium member, or is it just one fixed cost per year?
There are options. There are career. It's much more lesser than with Sales Navigator. Like what I've said, career is just a premium account. However, there's no Sales Navigator. It's just that it is unlimited searches for profiles. And then with Sales Navigator, and as well as there is for team, which is much more higher than the with Sales Navigator. I think Sales Navigator at least $100 US dollars, and for teams it's much more higher.
I think
So
they also do some sort of training on LinkedIn, on the LinkedIn platform. Do you know anything about that, Richelle? You know, they do training videos and so on. I think I've seen some. Is that included in that package, or is that something different?
in my offer,
Yeah, in the Sales Navigator or the
uh,
career, or is it
yes,
something?
when you are trying to usually if you are free or premium free account, usually LinkedIn would offer you from time to time via email that you can use you can because LinkedIn has free 1 month, right? You can check on the difference. You can register for a month for free. They are offering that. You can check the difference between free and then with Sales Navigator.
Okay.
So, they do that, and then you just have, if you don't want to continue, you just have to make sure that you have this um, notification, because they would automatically charge your card. That's one thing that they do. So, but if ever that you want, if you ever wanted to have a lesser monthly fees for Sales Navigator, you can go to a 1 year subscriptions lesser, but it's a one time for a higher amount. So that's how LinkedIn does. And usually I don't want as well you to do some linked on your profile, like you have a Chrome extensions on your profiles on your um browsers. LinkedIn has at least 5 months ago, they have this update that extensions are not allowed to use automations. So they tend to ban those accounts. First, they would try to temporarily block your account for how many days, for how many hours they do that. So that's one thing that I want you to have a heads up, because I've been I've been temporarily banned for so many times, and I'd been trying to what is happening and why I've been temporarily blocked for so many times. But one thing that I've noticed, and then I tried to research um their restrictions, and there is an extension that I've been using. I've been using Grammarly, so I removed it already. So you have to any extensions that you have, email scrapers, it's not advisable. They detect those information. Automation tools, they detect those, especially automation, because they have at least they offer you for at least 20 connections a day, a maximum if ever they offer you, and then 100 if you can do that in every day. But if you try to, automations usually connects at least a minimum of hundreds a day, and then LinkedIn detects those information. So once they detected that one, once they will temporarily ban your account, and if not, you are not still following um their policy, that's the time that they will block you permanently, and you can do nothing on that. It's very
Oh,
hard. If
I,
you've been building your profile, and then your profile has been blocked.
well,
Oh, excuse me.
well, you just mentioned Grammarly, and I use that.
So
Uh,
that's it. You have
whether,
to remove those.
but I don't know if I use Grammarly on the LinkedIn profile, or I just use I've got Grammarly installed on my computer. So do you think that automatically also goes onto the LinkedIn profile?
Yes.
It does.
Yes, it does. So what I did, in your computer, you can set up different profiles, right? And then you can log in different emails and different profiles that you on your computer. And then what I did, I put the Grammarly on the other profiles. And then if ever I need to check on the information, I have to check on the Grammarly for at least for my posts. I do that. I open the Grammarly on the other profile on my computer, and then that's the time I'll check the information in there, and then I
Wow.
copy and then post in my LinkedIn without the Grammarly on it, because it detected already. I think it was recently that 3 months ago that I have been temporarily blocked due to the extension that I have on my LinkedIn, on my profile on my computer. Because
Does, does,
Grammarly,
does anyone else use Grammarly? I don't know. You do, Helena, on
Yeah,
on the on the
I,
on the
I have
LinkedIn as well.
I have Grammarly on my browser, right? So if I'm typing on LinkedIn a message, Grammarly will appear and help me correct the word that I didn't do right. And I haven't had any problems yet. So I don't know if I was thinking if there might be a correlation with how many actions we do, right? So I
yes,
don't
it
know if
is.
because you work a lot with it, you do a lot of actions
Mm.
on there. So I don't know if we do I don't do that many actions, so I don't think I'm in their radar.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So
I
even if you have
mm.
Grammarly, probably I'm just guessing right now
Mm.
because I've never had a problem, but I don't do that many actions. Yeah.
So usually here's one thing, because currently we have at least 930 million users of LinkedIn, and employees are very much limited. So they check those, and then once you've been, because I've been offering my service using LinkedIn, so if you are a promoter of LinkedIn, so you are being watched as well. And also, one thing, once they seize you already, your account, they see your account have been using a third party or a extension on your browser. So usually what they do, once they detected that one, they would temporarily block your account, and then they will highlight your profile already. It's like they have this segmentation part, like an email. So they have this segmentation part that these profiles are good. This profiles has been have a red flags. So this one has been doing very this one has been the it's like they like this part of the automation that they are doing, that they are highly high risk profiles. So these are the people that should be banned permanently, which we cannot undo already. But if there is a temporarily that you've been tagged temporarily, one thing that you will be noticing on your profile, slow impressions. You might be experiencing that one for how many weeks or a month like that. And then first that you will be and then also your posts will not be promoted. And so
Richelle,
that's
sorry, I may ask you a question on impressions that I had. How much is a good amount of impressions? Because obviously I get, we get the report of our impressions, but I don't have an idea. How much do you think is a good amount? So we know we are on the right path with our posts.
so the recent that I have, I think last July or June. So if you know one there's one person here in LinkedIn, I forgot his name. He been following a LinkedIn algorithm, and impressions are based on the keywords that you are using. So if you are using the right keywords, people who've been searching your people that whom you are connected with, and then people who are searching those keywords, they sometimes do, when they scroll, they see your posts. So that's one thing. And then as well as the impressions as well works on if a person somebody likes your post. So it's like more of a percentage. So if somebody likes your first connection, somebody likes your comments, I think how many points? 3 points in their end. They your post will be showing to their connected network, because they like to. So once it shows, it increases your impressions, and then as well as when you post, it shows in your connections, and then it increases as well the person who liked your post increases his impression. It's more likely a give and take part. So depends on how many likers you have, commentators, and then and as well as how long you have commented. They have this percentage as well when you comment.
I got a question for you, Richelle, as well. Sometimes is it sort of helpful when you see a post that you like just to put a like or to make a comment? And the second question is that was two questions in one, but another one is it also important, I don't know, to put the name of the person? So I don't know if Paul were to put a post on his LinkedIn page, and I can put a like, or I can make a comment. And if I make the comment, should I put his name as well when I write the comment?
So usually, what I do, the first thing that I do is, if you like only, there's a minimum impressions. But if you commented, it's a larger impression. However, it depends how long you commented. So if you commented at least 12 words, that's much more higher. And if ever the person you commented on the post replied to your comment, it will certainly much more increase. And then you replied on much more longer comment, it goes much more bigger.
And putting the person's name helps or not?
Yes, as well. tagging the person on the comment helps as well.
So
First and foremost,
I have to put the comment and then
yes,
write the person's name at the end of the comment. Okay, there you
yes,
go.
tagging, like using the @ sign, you have to tag. Because one thing that I notice, when you tag a person on the comment, because when we comment, we just being notified, right? We've been notified that somebody commented. However, if you've been notified, if you comment, somebody commented and tagged you, it would certainly say tagged you in a comment. So much more, it more basically much more on the higher notification rather than just comment. Tagging if you're being tagged, you tag the person, it increases them, because people would show in his connections that somebody tagged this person in the comment. So the impressions increases as well.
Okay.
So
Can I just ask, Richelle, have you ever
sure.
tried to overcome this issue with Grammarly by using AI like ChatGPT or HeyList?
No, I did not connect uh, chat gpt. However, I've been AI is good to help you out to create some contents, to
No,
fix information, or you can as well ask AIs to have an update. But if you are using a free chat gpt, I just want to give you a heads up, chat gpt is only up, the update is only up to the year 2021. So
no,
if
I
you are
know all
looking,
that. I'm just talking. I use 4.2. I use 4.0, the latest version. I'm curious though, as an alternative, you're saying that if you use Grammarly
Mhm,
as a extension for
mhm,
on your browser and you have it in LinkedIn, it causes issues. What
mhm,
if you use the same? Have you tried using ChatGPT, the latest version, and
mhm.
type your comments and in there and ask it for translations and improvements? Then obviously you don't have the issue with Grammarly being picked up in LinkedIn.
You mean if you use an AI to comment on
No,
your
no, no, no. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
Don't worry.
I mean, I just wanted to clarify. So, improving, you mean that when you use a Grammarly and then use the improvement, improve the comment that you had?
No, what I'm saying is you're using Grammarly to improve the English that you're using
Mm,
to make sure you're using either UK or US English and whether
mm,
you're using the right phrases, etc. The fact is, if you use Grammarly, you can say to it, can you convert this to me to US English or can you
mm,
convert this to UK English? And then you can also check, can you check the grammar for me, which means you're not doing it inside, you're not using Grammarly to do it because you're using the ChatGPT to do it.
Yes,
And
it's
so,
okay.
no, I'm
It's
just
okay.
curious. Okay.
Mhm. And no, there's no problem.
But I
There's no
think the
problem.
question, if I've answered the question, Paul's question is, if you were to do that, would that block your profile using ChatGPT in place
It's
for Grammarly?
ChatGPT, I think, is not an extension that you're using usually.
Yeah,
It's
you won't
just
use it as an extension inside LinkedIn. So
mm,
if they pick up on Grammarly, it's because you're using it inside the actual
LinkedIn.
website. Whereas if you're using ChatGPT or HeyList, which is half the price and uses ChatGPT 4 anyway, you can use it outside LinkedIn, check what you're posting, and then just put it in. You don't have to
Yes.
use it to create the comment. You can just check your comments grammar or check your
Yeah,
grammar.
it's okay. It's if it's outside the LinkedIn, there's no worry as long as it's not an extension added to your browser.
Okay,
No
cool,
worries. There's no problem with that as long as
cool.
it's not in your browser. And then also, so right, let's go on to your buyer persona. So what is a buyer persona? Is a semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer. So it's created from your customer data and research that you have done, and helps tailor product development or marketing efforts. So what you need to do in a buyer persona. So first, you have to identify your target market. So anyone here have created their buyer persona already? So okay, so one thing that you have to have on your buyer persona is your ideal market or customers based on their industry, job title, company, size, etc. As long as you can see that one on LinkedIn. So there is, when you search on, there is industry. So that's the one thing. And research, you have to, this kind of profile that you have targeted, use this information to look for people who have been ahead on LinkedIn, have good followers already. Check on, find these profiles that match your target audience. So you have to have this image of a person that looks like this but has this kind of information in them, and look at their skills, endorsements, and recommendations in the groups that they have a part of. That's one thing that you have. And then you have to analyze common themes like trends among profiles you've researched. So the common ground, the common that they have, and then this includes the skills, experiences, and their interests. So interests means that when you are inside LinkedIn, I didn't include here, there are two types. So there is a demographic, and then there is a what I call here, one moment. I have here. So I have here. So we have here demographic and psychographic targeting. So the demographic uses the job titles, the experience, etc., something like that. Psychographic, it's what they do inside LinkedIn. So it's more of actions on what they. So so the research that you will be doing, you should have this question: where are they usually um your target, it's like a it's like if you are a food lover, which part are where, if you are a food lover, like example, like if you are a food lover or food blogger, usually they would go to restaurants. So that's an example. What if he is an IT? So which part on LinkedIn does they go when they doing to promote their business? So one of the examples that you are going to check on their activities is where if they need help, what they do. So they are in groups, and another one is in events like this. If a person is in need of help, sometimes they go to events. So they attend events because they need some clarifications. So if you are targeting those people, you have to have those information that and then knows what they need to so you, and then know as well how to solve their problems. So you have those ideas in your, when you are doing a market research or on the research that you have. Next is analyze. So the information to look for common themes, trends among profiles research. This could include sorry, and the last part is use this persona to guide your marketing and sales efforts on LinkedIn. So this could include targeting. So this is already your how to target your right clients on your content and groups, as joining the same groups, and then reaching out to similar profiles for network or sales opportunities. So if you have this, you can go to people who have the same offer, but who have been in LinkedIn like for so many years and have a good network already. You can check on those profiles, and you have the same offer. You can check on the comments on the posts that they do. You can use those guide for you to have um a buyer persona that you have on your end to create a profile on that. So that's one thing. So any question?
Richelle, we're moving on with the time. We've got another 5
Sorry.
minutes. I know, because
I'm sorry.
try to finish on time, so others we get people just jumping off the webinar. So we've got 5 minutes. How can we wrap it up? And then obviously there's so much more. We can do another one in another time.
Sure. No, well, no worries, because I have only last one here, content creation. So that's one thing. So if you want, I can give you a list here, because I'll just jump on the 3 parts already. So I have here educational, and then inspirational, and then the interactive one. So educational is this one is if you are focusing on creating a content, that will be this one is for ideal for people who have will be focusing on the niches that they have, and this one is effective as well, along with a direct messaging, and then builds your reputation as a thought leader. So like what I've said as well, when you are posting, if you are using in educational, it's more like giving out tips on LinkedIn. Like what I do educational content. So that's what I'm focusing on. So just make sure that you are using keywords to attract those people who are searching the information that they need. And then next is inspirational content. So typically this draws a diverse audience. So you can still tailor your content to align your niche. So it's more likely you don't care whoever reads your post, as long but you can align still your inspirational content to your niche. If for instance, like me, I've been offering LinkedIn, and then you will be doing storytelling, inspire people to do the you are attract people who is your target market using those information. And then lastly is the interactive. So this one cultivates community and builds trust, entertains your audience, and leaves a lasting impression. So effective for both niche and wider audiences. So usually this interactive, it's more likely of a it's more like likely sticks on your target audience. However, currently right now LinkedIn, as per the information that I've been receiving, usually they focus on educational. So that's one thing, because the more that you give tips on about what do you do, it more attracts more people to register more on LinkedIn. And if you are helping them to have those information, because this LinkedIn lived for, so they attract if you've given out tips on on your expertise, they usually promote you, as long as you won't be violating the rules. So that's one
Okay.
thing.
We're coming to the end, Richelle. We're coming to the end.
Yes,
so
it's
just to
already.
just to give Helena and Paul as well any thoughts, any questions that you have as we sort of conclude. There was a lot of things that I saw in my profile as I'm listening to you, and I'm thinking, oh my God, that needs to be changed. That needs to be changed. As we're talking, and I'm thinking, oh God, no. But also I think leaving the comments and putting people's names at the end of the comments are important, because I've been doing it because I've seen other people doing it, but I didn't really know, I didn't know whether it was actually effective or not. But now you're saying that it is something to be done. And even the comments that I leave sometimes is probably better to use 12 words instead of just 2 or 3. So if you're gonna make a comment, it's probably worth making a comment, let's say with 12 words.
So
So
it depends on how the biggest thing that I can advise to everyone is consistency. If you are being consistent on what you do on LinkedIn, and then provide information to your target market that that helps them, usually it attracts more, and then increases as well your profile. It's not just for um gaining if you are building your profile, you wanted to build a bigger network. So it's one thing that can help. So usually I do I receive a lot of inbound asking for if any tips that I can give on how they are doing. uh, I do already know, if ever, if they ask, can you check on my profile? A quick audit would do, and it would help me. If ever you give those information, just a little bit of information that helps and then shows growth in their LinkedIn, they would tend to go back to you. Oh, this person helps me.
okay,
So
well, thank you very much. We're coming to the end here. This video is going to be on the YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it again, if there's something or you want to share it, you can. Next week's BEwell is going to be in Italian. So if you want to practice your Italian, come along, because sometimes I get people living in Italy. Why don't you do it in Italian? So we're going to do it in Italian, and hopefully people are going to turn up, because people say they're going to turn up and they don't. But anyway, it's going to be in the afternoon at 1500, 3 p.m. UTC. Okay, so there's going to be like 5 p.m. my time. Hopefully, we're going to get some Americans on that as well, because of the time changes. So it's in Italian next week. We're going to be talking about ghostwriting and so on. So if you do speak Italian and you want to practice, come along. If not, thank you very much. And in a couple of weeks' time, we'll be back into the English BEwell. Richelle, thank you very much as well, for all your insights and your knowledge, and for your time.
thank you as well, everyone. Bye.
Well, have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Richelle, how did that go?
I'm sorry.
Let me stop
I have already stopped the sharing.
No, the recording. I was going to stop the recording. How do I stop the recording?
When you just have to click, yeah.
Right. Okay. I think I've stopped it.
Okay,
Right.
thank you so much, and
No,
have a
listen,
good day.
thank you as well. I know we needed more time. We
Mm.
didn't have that many participants. I didn't know that's because it's free. People don't pay, and so they come along and they don't come along, and I don't know.
It's okay, no worries. So
Anyway,
I've been doing
yeah.
I've been doing this free as well on the local help out, and then usually I get a lot of positive feedback as well, even
Yeah, but I
though
mean, even if I can help you anyway, I'm in Italy. If I can be a guest on any of your talks or podcasts, whatever, contact me. Let's keep in contact.
sure.
And these BEwell sessions will, it's my way of actually connecting and contributing. So I do this every Tuesday, either in the morning or in the afternoon. I'll be doing this. So if you see it, share the post with your community, with your contacts.
Sure.
Come along if you see something interesting, that might be. And if you have any contacts here in Italy that you need help or whatever, I'm here. I'm available.
Sure. Sure, no worries. Thank you as well. If ever as well you know someone that might need help as well on my services, just let me know, and I
Yeah,
will
I
be
mean,
happy to
yeah,
assist.
I'm here, but I'm always in the UK, because I go from Italy to London every 2 months. I'm there, so I don't really get a lot of business from LinkedIn, and I mean, I don't know why. Maybe I need to do a few. Do you invest in sort of people promoting your coaching services or not?
No. Usually I do coaching services. But for I do have as well a group. It's like it's not a coaching group, but a consultation group. Any market would do. Here in local, I have a big group. Big group here that I joined. I paid for that, and it was very helpful to me to build my business, because they would be teaching you how to do this kind of webinars, this how they help you guide, they guide you if you are targeting for emails on that you can apply on your service. You can I can do that on here. So it's not a coaching but a group of different niches,
Yeah, yeah.
and with their expertise I can ask help.
No, because I see I get a lot of offers as well from my people contacting me and say, would you like us to promote your coaching or your page, whatever? And I don't spend any money on that. I don't invest anything in that. However, I haven't received any sort of people asking for my services. Like I'm very active with BEwell webinars. I make comments and so on, but no one has actually contacted me asking for information about what I do.
So here's what you need to do, because like those events. So what if somebody attended? This is a tip that I will be giving to you. In regards to if somebody attended, and then those people who attended, if you know what your offer is, so you have to contact them. You just tell them that, hey, you just thank you. You would just say that, thank you for those are the information. Then you, when doing a webinar, at the end, you can offer your services. Just how many minutes? Like you would be asking your audience. I will be you have to have give a heads up first before announcing that you're offering this service. So every time you're doing a webinar, at the end, like you would just say, hey, like free other webinars, I will be promoting as well at the end, before the session end. I'll be promoting my service. Is that okay? This one covers about this. Is that okay? So you would try to um have to have already, if you have it's like a landing page, or if you have something that they can sign up for.
Yeah. I mean, the BEwell here that we're doing today it's a connection and contribution. It's not something that showcases my skills as an international business coach, because the guest speakers who come along, like yourself, are the stars of the show. It's me just hosting the space. So if someone came along, like the two people who came before, they are both coaches. One lives in Spain, one lives in London. I know them. And they've come on not for me, but they've come on here for your expertise. So they've come on to find out how to use LinkedIn in a better way. So here I could contact them, but they wouldn't be looking for my services. So it would mean me actually doing a webinar, a completely different webinar of my skills rather than my guest speaker skills.
So do you know this referral fee?
Referral?
Referral fee.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that you can apply.
Right.
So as well, I noticed you can say this, you can talk to the person that you have invited if you would like to, you just be open if you would like to have a clients or something like that, because usually I do as well offer, like if someone reaches out to me and then provides me, if ever this person this person helps me out to get this client and it pays me good, you can ask for a percentage
right
of what she asks for. So that's one thing that you can to monetize your webinars as well.
Yeah, because the people who come on the BEwell, definitely, I've had quite a few people come along, but they come along because they want to hear the guest speaker's knowledge. So I create the space, I invite the people, so I do all the work, I send out the emails, I do all the promotional work, but it's just a connection. It's like it's me actually showing maybe an international audience.
You're the middleman. You're the middleman of everything. But you can do that if it's for referral. But if you would like as well, you can create this program. So you can have these people that you can be connected with. Like for if ever this I have a client, I will be the one to close this client. You. So if ever I will be. It's like a program that you have on your system. And then if I will be closing a deal that needs to have a lead generation, so who would be my person to go to? You will be the one to close, but it will be handed over to the lead generation expert, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's one thing that you can monetize as well. It's like you're the middleman, but you're the one who gets the project and then do the subcontracting on this person.
Yeah.
You can list down those. That's one thing that we do here as well. As part of a freelancer.
Yes, I think I need to think about this as well, because I've been coaching in the past, but coaching not offering a program, but coaching as in what's your what's your objectives, what's your goals, and let's work together, rather than me coming with my already tailor-made program and saying, here is my tailor-made program to get you to there. I've been doing the other way. I don't have a tailor-made program. I come along, we have a session, and I say, okay, Richelle, tell me where you are, and we look at everything where you are, which is different. It's a different approach.
Yeah, so I've been encountering here because I've been a member of this freelancers group, like what I've said. So I've been I have encountered people like video editors, and then they close the deal for a website creation.
Right.
So what they do, they close the deal and hire someone who subcontracted the project, pay their price. So it's one thing. It works for me. It works for as long as you have a list of person that your go-to person that can you can refer to, or you can provide the information, you can provide the help. That's one thing that we do. I have as well here a website creator or website designer, and what they do, because she is a sole proprietor and the sole who is doing everything. So what she did, she don't want to have this agency type. She don't want to have a connection with people who would be she would be thinking of. So what she do, she close the deal, and if it needs for a social media manager, close the deal, contact the person that she goes to with regards to social media, then provide the information. I get the project. She get the project. The other person gets the subcontracted one. You have an agreement as well.
Right. Okay.
So
Well,
that's one thing that we do here. So it's like saying don't waste any leads that you have.
Right. Yeah, I get all these leads, and I sometimes they come along and I don't even know what to do with them. So I say, thank you, we got the video, but yeah, maybe I should be contacting these people and saying, if you have any referrals, put them my way.
Yeah, you can simply talk to them. What are their, how the discovery calls works. So what are their pain points? So, or you can as well do during the discovery call. So if they need, if they ask for, hey, I need this type of, I wanted to grow. Like for me, I can join you to the discovery call. I'll be the one to do the questioning, but you will be the one to get the project. It's like it's something like that. Because this is the one that.
We're coming. Thank you. I don't want to keep you any longer. When you have time, have a look at my profile, my LinkedIn profile. Tell me what do you think? Your thoughts on my LinkedIn whenever you have time. Not now. as I said, making comments and so on the posts and your posts on whatever I put out would be helpful. And let's see if we.
One thing that you need to do, so to boost as well your contents, if you have, since you've been doing this webinar, you can invite some people who are close to you. Do you know this engagement pods?
Engagement
So
pods, yeah.
yeah, so you can create a group of that, and then you just have to if they have a posts, each one of you, you just have to have this file, then put on the links on their posts. So each one of you can comment, and then so it will increase as well your impressions. That's one thing that can help on your content. So to increase as well the impressions, and as well as for wider range as well on your and you will be visible, to help you out for visibility. That's one
Yeah,
thing.
because what I do now is when I set up the BEwell for next week or the week after, then I have to just I put it up, put it on the link, put it on the page, and then send out invites to people. It's a lot of work. It's work. There is
Yeah.
there's no automation on that. I can't just send that, so I have to go through the people and invite them.
One by one.
Yeah, it takes time. And then you do that straight away. Then you have to send a reminder on a Monday because people forget. It comes out on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Like today is Tuesday, so the next one will come out tomorrow. People forget by Sunday. And so you need to.
So I know that. I know. I've been like from the webinars that I had. So I have a lot of the registrants, and I just get like I get registrants of more than 70, and then the person shows up, it's only 30. That's something like that. So it's more it's very a burden of as well. But what I do the merge email in so I could send it in a way in one email, so everyone just in email, because once they register on your webinar, you can get already their emails, right? So what I do that in one email in one day. You just have to have this time limit on how long the registration would be, and then I'll close that one, and then afterwards I'll send the one-time email for all the people who registered. I don't need. So that's one thing that I do. So it would help me out to do those, to remind them in one email and everybody was notified.
So would you say that even for I mean, I don't put a deadline. There's no registration. People just turn up. They have the link, and would you say it's better to have actually a registration with the deadline if you're going to?
Yes, one thing that you need, if you are looking for a registrants who are looking for help and you are building your email lists, one thing that you need to have is to have this registration when you're doing a webinars. And then it would help you in the future if you are would like to offer it in the services, since they agreed already on the registration. So you will be catching those, or you can capture those emails, and then merge those emails and send in a one email. If you have an offer, a lead magnet that you can offer in their email, and you will not be tagged as well as spam because they agreed on the registration already. You have captured their emails already. That's one thing that's good, that when I am doing a webinars, I ask for registrations and then have this time and then close it.
Even if it's free, even if the webinar
Yes,
is yeah.
Yes, you have. I do that.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much. You've given me a lot of information. Too much. Now I have to work, and it's not working.
It's okay, no worries. Well, anyway, thank you so much for inviting me in your webinar, and just let me know if I'll be checking on later on, or probably by tomorrow on your profile. I can provide you some insights as well on how you do.
Brilliant. Richelle, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too as well. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye.